which is a little unconventional, but I think could be really good, is going for an earlier Ags than usual. Maybe like Armlet, maybe like a Sanj into Aghanims could be really cool for Quinn. Just give you that extra bit of lockdown, which the team sort of... I mean, they've got so much silence, but just some
I think
something...
Glimmer is... What you're looking for is the Glimmer.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main variation on the kind of the Huskar, right? It's like Armlet into, like you said, the Sand, but they go for a Glimmer as well. And then it's jumping in, Magic Barrier, super stuff. Hope you lose on Huskar.
Oh
Excellent stuff from Lelas.
Incredibly based.
Yeah. He's trying to put all the energy there. Would be very cool to see a new formed team just instantly make their way to a tournament. Unfortunately, it isn't a LAN. You're not going to see the players flown out to play on site, but still, to even participate in a Tier 1 event is always going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And give these players a chance to shine on an international stage as people fly over for it to play online. Always going to be cool and exciting. And of course, more value in international events now since the Dota2 Pro Tracket changes. It's going to mean that the international experience is even more valuable.
Sure. True. So where are we going with this one?
Well, you don't have the stats, do you?
No.
Only way to know is by experiencing it firsthand. Or by watching it online.
I don't think if you get, if you lose the qualifier, like banned from their Twitch account, you're not allowed to watch.
Yeah, you can't watch. That's how it
part
goes.
of the T's and C's for playing in the qualifier. If lose, you don't get any access to the game.
Capy gonna have to suffer a little bit on mid, but Lelis is at the very least giving him the bad luck, already supporting.
You know what the worst thing is about gaming picking Huskar? It's that Quinn's now the drafter. Which means like normally it's like when you're not the drafter, Quinn has to like go, guys, can I play Huskar? But now he's just putting it on himself. And they're killing Tidehunter.
Yes, they are. Watson and Maldic able to get the damage out, and Lelis also looking in a spot of bother here. Doesn't have wind run, so oh my god, so much damage coming out from Malady. Decides thinks about juking in the trees, doesn't juke in the trees, dies.
No, I love
2
this
kills
a lot.
down on the bottom side.
I think Malady, yeah, he's doing it nicely. I see a lot of Silencer players for some reason going like 3-0-2 on Silencer, just fully skipping Glaive. And Glaive is a spell that you could argue it kind of scales out away from the Silencer. Because as the game progresses, you're not right-clicking. The only time you truly right-click on support is during the laning phase. So not getting that casual point, it stops your laning, your threat, your ability to constantly pressure outside of cooldowns. And I like that he leveled it level 1 and he utilized it perfectly. Eats through the tanky heroes quite nicely.
Absolutely. It's a very good thing to take advantage of when you can, and yeah, this little teeny-weeny little Thailand is having a horrible time. Also at mid, Capy having to link away. Waiting by the water rune, really wants to get that bottle out, but it's so far away. It's just started its little journey, that courier, so Capy going to have to wait a bit of time.
And a key thing to note, Capy has gone for 2 points in Dagger. So he is going to try and play on the bullying, the spam. Webpads was talking about it, maybe some lack of the bottle changes, no refills to mid. You don't want to scream and push wave as much, right? You're not going to get constant refill, constant mana. Maybe if he gets a trusty shovel down the line, he could then look to go for it, but I can see the logic behind Dagger. That's resource intense, but he is not enjoying the lane. He's just playing on the fringe of it the entire time as Ace. Getting brought low, Ringmaster CK, they just want to kill the entire time.
Yeah, they will do, won't they? It's pretty aggressive here, and well, Toku's going to be on the receiving end of that one. Tries to save his life with the cooling, but well, we'll keep him alive for now. Again, Kiritich and Fly, they're more than happy to go aggressively, look for kills, but they also won't throw the lane by going too aggressively on any kills or miss out on too much CS or anything like that.
I mean, they're just getting outplayed in lanes. Like, just look at the CS. Does that speak for yourself?
This is looking pretty bad.
It's 4 minutes in and you got nearly 20 CS on all cores of gaming. Tide just hit 10 CS, and he's got the most of anyone on Capy Baras. The laning efficiency of Gaming is, it's coming to light right now. Not as expected. Quinn with the level 4 is able to start walking up the high ground more confidence. Doesn't really care about Dagger.
Yeah, he never really has. This lane has not been close at any point. This is way worse than I was expecting. After he's getting absolutely worked. Cannot come near the creeps without Quinn just immediately running at him.
I think my perspective on the lane was... Sorry, gone.
Well, we have down the bottom side, the fight taking place is Lelis will kill off Maldi, and Watson kills off the Tidehunter as well. But yeah, the facet choice is kind of interesting on the Queen of Pain as well. Not going for the usual sadist.
Yeah, I've not really played enough co-op, so I'm now reminding myself what it is real quick.
Well, this one's like very defensive, whilst the other one's really aggressive.
She returns. Oh, okay. So it's what, kind of like a blade mill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mini blade mill.
Sure.
Could have been an
idea.
idea.
And she's buying blade mill.
Didn't really work.
No, she's going Tread's blade mill. Yep. I'm like, oh, is that just a mini blade mill? Honestly, I've just not seen any bondage. Never thought I'd say that on broadcast before. But like I said, I've not seen any of it. So this is the first time experiencing it with you, chat. And because normally we see the masochist approach from Queen of Pain.
Indeed, we do.
God, Valve made me say that, just to be clear.
Ooh. One more glaive. Won't be finding it. Watson doesn't jump in for that one either. It's a little deep there. Don't want to be baited and have those TPs come on in. They'll hang themselves back. Yeah, this bottom lane's been very successful for Gaimin Gladiators, as has the middle lane, as has the top lane. It's not looking good so far across the board. Yeesh.
Oh, yeah, no, Sorry, us talking about Queen of Pain facet, I just have to look around at other ones, but we'll look at Infernal potentially die bottom first.
Yeah, not potentially,
He's
definitely.
Gone. But the CK facet basically just means when it's tier 1, he gets tier 2, etc. So he basically gets an earlier tier neutral item every single time.
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
If I read that correctly. I read that correctly, right?
Yes, you did.
That is... I think I played one game against CK, and it was just a shock of like, wait, what? Why has he got a tier 4? And then it clicked. But it's been like one game out of hundreds on the patch, and no one's really played CK. But yeah, we'll get to see how that one works out throughout the game. You know, conceptually, bring in a... What's that? We can watch Infernal die again, watch it check in.
Artifacts, or is it the...
I'd assume it's both.
As well. No, it's just his artifact. So
is it just? Oh, is it just artifact?
That's
oh
just
yeah, literally.
active,
yeah, it does say artifact. No, you are right. It's just the active. Yeah.
So it's
well,
a
Infernal's
little
having
less,
a terrible lane
crazy,
bottom.
But...
Yeah. No, it's still good. It's still good. But as much as we're talking about artifacts and whatnot on CK, and then the double blade mail attempt from Queen of Pain, they aren't really doing well in lanes. So I think all this excitement about the new facets, will it truly come online? We'll have to wait and see. No, I'm excited to see if CK works. There is a chance that PH accidentally kills herself on Queen of Pain.
Yep, true.
And that's about it. Yep.
The tanky quap going for blade mail is certainly going to be a choice. The thing is, I just feel like all of these ideas, I don't know if they're even going to matter. I mean, 13 CS on this Queen of Pain is just... Copy is dirt poor. Like, Copy is brown boots nowhere close to power trips. Can't stress how badly Copy's game is at the moment. Nice escape, but not going to make a difference. Watson's still going to cut down Fly up in the top lane. Rotates in, gets the kill, and continues expanding his own game. Is he even bothered? Yeah, he is going to go for the Battle Fury. I was going to say he might just go for, like, straight into Deso, judging by how this game's going right now. This is...
He's securing his game. He's respecting the fact that at least the CK is farming. But yeah, the net worth is not looking good. The fact that the Windrunner is the same net worth nearly as the Tide and the Queen of Pain.
Here we
Tofu,
go,
though.
first active movement coming out from the Seeker as he moves in towards the middle lane, trying to bring down Tofu. The silence is annoying though, and now in comes a Huskar, jumping on in. Tame the Beast gonna come on through, stopping Quinn, getting the Quill. Quinn getting so low. Where is that power shot to finish the job? It's not quite here yet. He's gonna try and own up for it. There you go. Lelis brings down Quinn, but Kiritich is dead to Watson in the meantime as well. Let's not distract from the fact that the enemy carry did die. Malditch though, falling low, will fall. Watson moving across towards Lelis here. Lelis has the wind run though. Might just be able to turn this one around, and he does! Gaimin Gladiators completely overextending in the middle lane and feeding away 3 massive kills back towards all the way of the Capy Baras.
Yeah, such a deep dive from Gaming. Like, Tofu by himself is behind the tower. Then, you know, Quinn jumps in as well. And normally, when you're jumping in on Huskar, that's normally because you've got the inner fire to kind of protect you, right? To cushion you with a little bit of silence at 1.5 second level 1, but he doesn't have it. So he kind of just jumps in with no real kind of impact upon a rival, just the right clicks. And yeah, Capy Baras, having all their heroes there, able to kind of expertly just punish Gaming and the constant aggression that they're applying. It doesn't really impact the net worth too much, but I mean, as he wants it.
Fly.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Here it is.
3,
Power shot time.
2, 4.
Wait, he's going for the. Oh, come on. Armlet on.
Oh, he's got the armlet.
Okay, wait. Patience.
He
Quinn's
might just
gonna
walk up
down the
He's
river.
gonna walk to the next camp, right? No.
No, he's just walking to mid. Come on, Leles. No. Now it's daytime. Maybe they're waiting for daytime, but Quinn walking to mid.
See him on lane now.
Here it is.
Well,
Power shot.
what? Oh!
That was so underwhelming.
Yeah, that was awful.
we did see all vision, right? At nighttime, he didn't see.
Yeah,
right?
obviously,
So,
of course.
so he's just seeing the fog the entire time, but.
And to be clear, if they try to go for some, like, people will be like, why are they just going on him? If they run at him, then he's just going to turn on his armlet and everyone's going to TP and they're both going to die, and then we'll be like...
Yeah, it'd be rough. He now has inner fire as well, which does fix the previous attempt at fighting.
Indubitably.
At least for Capy Baras, we can entertain the fact that they won one big fight in mid, which gives them some life. Like, their net worth, if they didn't win that fight, there'd still be 2k net worth on Quap and Tidehunter. That's how rough it would have been. So it was pretty critical for them to feel like they're having a game at least.
Indeed. Talking about feeling like they're having a game, Queen of Pain, despite the action of mid, still not really picking up anything of value. Looking for the blade mail, but still so far away.
I'm just scared for Copy that his game plan is buying blade mail with the bondage facet to then jump into a team that's already outscaling you. Like, you kind of need to be ahead with levels and HP to really utilize this kind of like, you kill me, but I kill you logic. When you're behind, you are just squishier. So again, I'm a little scared for them.
Well, Infernal's does have a nice big stack to farm here, so something to help him get back into the game. He needs this. He needs this very badly. In fact, I'm almost a little surprised they didn't give this to the Queen of Pain and let Infernal take the Ancients, but Infernal wants both. Jump on Malady.
Malady.
Yeah,
That's not your side of the river.
Be dead here.
Deny.
Oh. Okay. Infernal comes in, snipes a kill with a gush, stops out the deny. Not bad.
Fortunately for Capy Baras,
another successful move.
I was going to say, like, we don't really see CK because of this very reason, right? Like, if you don't get kills in lane, if you don't get to progress any early tower for gold, your big item is an armlet, which then leads to, I need an orchid. Compared to PA, where, sure, let's say PA didn't have a perfect lane. Maybe she had, like, 1,000 less net worth. She still would have double broadsword looking towards Battle Fury, and then you know she'll just skyrocket with net worth. It's same thing for, like, Terrorblade and Sven, all these heroes. Infernal, though, having to Ravage to...
Ravage.
Oh, just to kill PA? Okay, sure.
Okay.
Malady could have globaled when he daggered on the PA, but decided to hold it. Then the PA got full combo. A little bit of miscommunication potentially between Watson and Malady there. I feel like probably could have committed if they played that one differently.
I'm just wondering how many fights in a row they need to mess up before they actually come back, before this laning phase advantage disappears for Gaimin Gladiators.
their draft is so strong though that even
Yeah.
with the mistakes, Ace is farming, Huskard's farming. Like, I guess the issue will be like, does Ace die during this, right? Like, PA dies bottom, then Ace dies top. Like, if they keep like chain feeding like every other minute, then eventually, sure, the network will go back to Capy Baras, but it kind of feels like the momentum is still heavily towards gaming, and that these deaths are kind of brushed off. They're like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, I do feel like, though, earlier on it kind of felt like guaranteed win. Like, I wouldn't expect anybody to come back from that horrific laning phase into misplay, and now we're at the point where it's not a guaranteed win anymore. Like, I believe there's a much bigger chance for Capy
Really?
Baras to come back than there was, like, 5 minutes ago.
I would say it went from after laning phase, where it felt like it was like 20% for Capy Baras, it's now like 24%, 25%. Like, I'm gonna need to see some like BKB Huskar jumping in, dying, to really have belief that the trajectory of this game is going their way. Ace does have Blade Mail Crimson Guard at 14 minutes.
Yeah, that is an issue. I definitely, by no means do I think that Capy Baras are back into this one or standing much of a chance at all. But
okay, just to try and improve this point, Ace is tanking 3 heroes top, Quinn soloing Roshan, Tofu's jungling. Like, it's 15 minutes into the game, and Gaimin aren't really forced to have to be together. Malady's just off in the enemy triangle by himself.
oh, Roshan's going for a walk, which is going to be kind of awkward. Oh no!
Oh.
What's and why?
I don't really. You know, the sad thing was,
he didn't want to be thrown around.
At the start of that, when he daggered it, I was like, let us learn something new about Roshan. Watson has a rank, technically 1 in the world if you ignore the Wind Trader guy #1. He's clearly got some tech to show us right there. No, he just wanted to get tossed about.
wanted to go for a little ride. Wanted to see what it was like. I mean, that's the first thing I did when I saw the change. The first time I saw Roshan running past, I just ran at him like, throw me. I want to know what it feels like to be thrown. Roshan does die. No attempt by Capy Baras to investigate, see what was going on. Interrupt, perhaps? Nope. Just chilling.
Win.
Copy. Global comes out. Has the blade mail, though. Alright. It's kind of whatever.
And a very quick Aegis.
Yep. Quick speed running the Aegis. Bondage, ladies and gentlemen. You haven't seen it before, but now you have.
I just don't know what to say about Copy's gameplay. Like, I understand, like, the build makes sense, right? With the facet and the blade mail, but it doesn't feel very rewarding. Like,
what do you mean? Like, that was sick.
Like mid laners are like this, like, they get active runes, they jump, they're playing min-maxing, but Copy's like, haha, I'm blade mail. His entire philosophy in this game is just, I hope they do more damage to me.
If I die, I'll bring someone down with me, and so far so good.
Then it gets Mjolnir as well, we'll put that on him, so it's like he's proccing Mjolnir and blade mails, and Quinn's now jumping in onto the Tidehunter. They do have Ravage.
Gonna use Quinn. Down goes Quinn. That's gonna be more than enough to bring him down. Infernal will trade the life, but absolutely worthwhile. Quinn dead. Malady not looking too healthy on the front lines either, but Fly can't do it by himself. He needs some help, and Kiritich is gonna be that hero. Copy jumping in once again as well. Finds Malady, brings him down. Stun out onto Ace, but Ace is a tanky old fella. Got himself the Blade Mail, the Crimson Guard. Not a hero that can be brought down too easily, so I think, well, the side of Capy might just have to accept that this is all they're getting for now, but I mean, they'll be happy about it. Another kill onto Quinn, always going to feel good.
Yeah, he just didn't want to press BKB, right? He committed the fight, starting to go on the Queen of Pain for like 4 or 5 seconds, then he gets leashed up, then the Ravage comes in, and obviously after the leash during the Sonic Wave, it's just a bit too late to press it, but yeah, Quinn. Another dive from Quinn. 2 deaths now. You could argue the first one, a little forced, trying to go for Malady at the tier 1. This time around, holding the BKBs for as long as possible. Dying and not pressing it. It's a bit of a weird game from gaming. Like, they're still out-farming them. They're out-scaling. But the moves they're making, the deaths they have it, just feels a bit, just a little wrong. But is testament to how they want to play, right? Like, if we compare their play style of yesterday to today, it is identical. It's very aggressive. They're diving tier 2s. They've taken a tier 2 at 18 minutes in top. Yesterday, they took like a mid tier 2 at like, what, 12 minutes or something? They clearly want to be a hyper-aggressive team. And that will naturally come with mistakes being made. As the deeper you go on the map, the easier it is to fight for the defending team. They are spooked up now. Ace has the blink dagger. Probably gonna find Capy here. Oh,
Okay.
that's awkward.
Yeah. A little premature on the global there, allowing Capy Baras to get themselves back. Lelis making some stacks.
Kiritich does have the Orchid though on the CK. That will be the potential comeback here. Lelis getting jumped.
Yeah, they are going to be able to find Lelis by the looks of it. Not much you can do about this one. Lelis falls. Now the stacks should be able to be taken by Gaimin Gladiators. Poor Capy Baras thought they could, at the very least, stack to get them back into this one, but no. These will be taken away as well.
Oh, Capy's so excited to blink in. He's like, "Ooh, he's so giddy to press blade mail." You can sense it. Look at him. Hold. Okay, he doesn't blink in.
No. There are a bit too many heroes here to split the damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, you think Quinn would be like, "What are you doing? I'm just gonna press BKB and not care about you." Which the sad thing is, like, I just looking at the wait, Stampede, Tidehunter.
Alright, we'll go on to Infernal, and yeah, Infernal will be dropping here. More heroes TPing in from the Capy Baras, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to help out their watermelon friend. He will be dropping. Quinn gets to work with pushing down this lane and trying to get a bit of damage onto this tier 2.
I think Kiritich understands how volatile this game is for him. One bad fight on the CK, and he will disappear with his farming. Like, again, his farming isn't, crazily impressive. It's not as if he's, keeping up with the PA or even, keeping up with the offlane Centaur, but he understands that a bad fight in this type of game will probably be an inevitable GG, and he now TPs to mid. He's hoping to find Quinn, going for the stun, but the BKB, this time Quinn presses it.
Out.
Yeah.
It'll be okay for now. He still had that armlet turned off as well, so he can just pop straight back up to full Brain Lunch if he gets the opportunity. See, Capy was waiting there on the sidelines, but didn't find the opportunity to bring him down through that BKB. Tofu with the Invis rune. Just going to go and stare at Capy. Oh, we're going to do a bit more than stare at him, actually. Going to get the silence coming out. Ace comes in from the side as well, and between them, looks like they will have enough damage to bring down Capy. Global silence gets used here as well. Ravage is available if Infernal really wants to go for this one. Instead, they'll just look for the kill on the sidelines, bring down Tofu. Ravage is out now just as Watson jumped in. Well timed from Infernal, but is it going to make a difference? Quinn jump and then being chased back. Kiritich is really clubbing him here. Stun available, used as he goes to chase down the Huskar. Kiritich and Capy onto the high ground, looking to bring down Quinn, but he's going to force them back with the Inner Fire, silencing them. I don't think it's going to matter though. The entirety of the Capy Baras get on top of Quinn and kill him off. Watson just doesn't see the opportunity, despite having that BKB. Didn't see the right moment to get in there and follow up on that Huskar's movement. So once again, the Capy Baras is doing better in the fights, and we have not had a fight which has really gone that well for Gaimin Gladiators so far. They've just played the lanes and played the map so well. They're ridiculously far ahead, but they can't turn that into a fighting advantage, then who knows what this game will have in store for us.
Luckily for gaming, right, it is a buyback on Capy. The net worth continues to grow for gaming, so sure, right, the fights look okay for Capy Baras, but the fact that they can't, generate any gold from them, they can't, elevate the Corp's game or bring the Tide into a better position. It's just like, it's okay for now, but they're just, they're stemming the bleeding. It's just non-stop aggression from gaming, which we do like to see. Of course, that fight would go better if Quinn didn't have to use the BKB earlier to then take the fight after, right? So BKB management will be, critical. But Kiritich, he's back to his farming position on the map. He has been seen, and he will be owned down. He doesn't have TP.
No, he's a dead one.
But the value of his facet, at least, he does have Nemesis Curse. So if he is in an aggressive position, sure, he will take more damage. But that explosive potential of a CK having the tier 3 item already compared to the others with tier 2.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Again, every little thing is going to help build up to a fighting position. I'm a little upset he was looking at Blink Dagger, but then he went for the Yasha instead. And I understand the Blink might be a little bit too risky in this type of game, but you jump the Husker before he gets BKB, or if you jump like Wurter or Silencer, you are going to 100-0 them. He's delaying that for now. Again, trying to secure his game, trying his best to keep up with the ever-scaling tricore of gaming.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yep.
It's a tough task.
It is just like death by 1,000 cuts though. Like, every time gaming fights, they're just like, they're punching Capy Baras in the gut, and eventually they're just going to be crawling into the fight where, oh well, there you go. They get Mana D, but they need to get a bigger kill to... I think critically, Roshan is the place to fight for Capy Baras. It can respawn in the next 2.5 minutes. They have Sonic Wave, they have Ravage, you know, they got such beautiful spells to use at the Roche Pit, but they need to be ready for it.
A few things that need to happen. You need to make sure you're catching out the silencer at the start of the fight, make sure the global's not coming out. You need to make sure that you get a nice power shot onto Quinn at the right time when he gets low. That can be really difficult with the armlet, but we'll see if they're able to pull that off.
Ace has a heart. It's 25 minutes into the game. He has... Oh, well, and Copy's dead. Why did he die?
Yeah, it's just global silence with Tofu and Watson to follow up.
Pretty despair.
To click. Yeah. Thought he was safe going into his own triangle. He was wrong.
It feels like the best version... Like, the best version of Ace Dota is when he doesn't really need to help his team. When he can, like, blissfully farm, you know, put on the opera music, you know, chill in the jungle. He joins the fight when he needs to. Like, when there's no expectation on Ace being in the fight, he seems to always just farm so much, become this, like, you know, like another carry, right? And it's been some time since we've seen him play to this level, but when he was on Sand King, he did it. Yesterday on the Tide, he did it. When he got to play Dawnbreaker in 7.37, it kind of felt like he had the same effect. And now on Centaur, 3 games in a row, 3 different heroes. Kind of the ethos of his Dota has been, I will join the fights that I want to join, but I am farming. And Gaimin often do look their best when Ace can create this this playstyle. Good luck trying to kill him. He low-key is telling Copy, like, nice try buying Blade Mail, bro, but I'm the Blade Mail hero. He did the build to send a message to Copy.
He did, yeah. And I mean, this is a crazy build as well, because obviously you've got horsepower, which means that heart is going to give you movement speed, and you've already got the Crimson, which means the heart is going to give you block to your allies. So much extra value on this heart than what meets the eye, but there is a fight going on here as Maldi has been brought down. It does seem like Capy Baras are more than happy to just come and collect their free kill onto Maldi, and then probably just run back to the lanes and die all over the map again.
Yeah, half the kills.
Story of this game.
Yeah, so half the kills have been on Silencer. Maldi is he's providing a little bit of a lifeline. Oh, Ace blinking in, finding Fly.
I do love the Ringmaster's running animation.
It's very good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
When toying with the idea of starting Roshan, the rest of the team smoked up behind. They've got good vision thanks to this illusion. So Radiant Sentry down here as well, so good information grabbed by Gaimin. Gonna go kill off another illusion. Quinn going for the big wraparound here along with Ace, and they find Fly. Fly will just get absolutely annihilated to start this one off. Now Stampede down the river to get on top of the Windrunner as well. Lullis also going to be removed from the equation. Quinn gets the double kill. Now the rest just need to try and get themselves away. Kiritich and Infernal.
Oh, look at the
What are
turn.
they doing here? These cheeky badgers. Yeah, they're looking to come back in on this one. Ravage coming down with the Sonic Wave cutting through as well. Watson very, very low here. Might just be dropping. The BKB is down. It's keeping him alive for now. Quinn as well, trying to hold them back, silencing them up and stop them from killing off the Phantom Assassin. Now Kiritich, though, dropping low. Ace back in again. Finishes the job onto the CK. It was a nice try, a nice move from the Capy Baras. Almost caught Gaimin Gladiators off guard, but Watson narrowly escapes. Nobody ends up dropping except for the Muerta. And now Quinn will claim his prize.
Fair play to Capy Baras to even try to go for that type of play, right? Like, your team is dying, sure global was used. If you find that jump, you might get the kill, but the initiation, there's a slight bit of disjoint between the Tidehunter and the CK. They went on different targets, it allowed the PA to live, and maybe if they got the kill, that could have been like the eureka moment, that's how we can do it, but not to be the case, and Gaimin continued to very weirdly skirmish their way throughout this this game. It kind of feels like, what's the best way to describe this? It's as if like their Discord server went down and they still have to play this competitive match. Like they have no comms, but they have to win. Like they're typing at most. It feels like I'ma go in, you keep farming, I'ma go in. All right, like just silently playing this game, and it's working. They're very good, but it feels like there's zero communication happening.
It does feel like they may be chilling a bit.
Other voice services are available, maybe they use TeamSpeak or whatever, but you get the point.
In fact, being used, not going to make a difference for old Fly, though. That's a pretty nice play, using the Tame the Beast and the Whoopee Cushion to try and get himself out, but Ace will find him, forces a Stampede, and brings down poor old Fly. Middle lane, Copy's been seen, they're just going to go for the global once again, more than happy to just global this guy out and make sure they get the kill onto the quad. It's very sad, but they're just not afraid to use global silence to kill off this Queen of Pain.
No, why not?
Why wouldn't you?
Get kill, run down lane. Ace is about to have an AC 30 minutes.
RAC, cool.
He has nearly double the net worth for Queen of Pain.
Excellent. Watson does have double the net worth to Queen of Pain. That is pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, here's the wraparound.
Blade Mail Mjolnir is so crazy. Like,
again, I think the build will work in a game where your lane is dominating. If you win your mid lane and bring this to the fights, it's going to look insane.
no
But in a
one
losing lane, not the case. But for now, Capy Baras is smoked up. 3 heroes, Blink Ravage is available. They're fighting into an Aegis. They're fighting into multiple BKBs. Stampede, AC. Globalism cooldown for another 45 seconds.
What can they do? Can they make some magic happen here? They're trying to get onto the Muerta, find an easy target. They will be able to kill off Tofu to start off this fight. Kiritich, though, now all of a sudden looking in a horrible position. The escape act is not going to get him out of here. He's going to try and go for the turnaround here. Nice toggle, but oh, crit. Goodbye. As, well, the Huskar completely undeterred from this. Like, sure, he's low, but he's still got himself an Aegis, continuing to fight through everything with the Satanic. They'll take down Flight, they'll take down Infernal. This might be the end of the game. Buybacks coming out from the side of Capy Baras as Kiritich just runs in, gets low, tries to run back all the way back to base again just to keep himself alive. Oh, Copy won't make it. Ace takes off his head, and Ace... Don't go into the...
He's trying to get the shard. He's trying to get the shard.
What? There you go. GG comes out. They're like, yeah, we ain't getting pound farms. Not today. Not by Ace. Keep play. He will go down. Kiritich dies in response.
He ruined his scoreline. He was 4-0-10.
He did. Perfect game gone.
Right. What a bad performance from Ace. Oh my god. No, yeah. A really good game there. From gaming, and I say really good, not in the sense of it was like the most flawed.
I think they can shut him down. I think they can. He will like to play like a lunatic, as you say. This is how he does this, so we'll see. Game 2 now on the cards. Huskar
You know how
versus
Lela's
Storm Spirit in the middle lane.
Don't forget, Lela's typed in the last game, like, I hope you lose, you picked Huskar. Imagine if Quinn copied the same all chat. And then he loses. Just in case you're just tuning in for game 2, Lela's did last game say, I hope you lose because you picked Huskar. Gaming then won, like, 30 minutes later. Also, we did have some interesting facets last game. Do we have anything this time? Not really. Everyone has gone for what you could argue is somewhat maybe the favourite facet for each hero.
Watson, be a little careful here. We'll be alright. There's some intense ward fight going on over this camp.
It just seems to be that the meta for the top ward, if we quickly look at the dire safe lane small camp, it's all about the tree positioning, right? It's the Offlane puts it inside there. The Dire puts it in the top tree that you just see there highlighted on the screen. It's just hide the sentry, but now everyone knows about the spots. It's not as important because it's just eat the tree, check, move on with the laning phase. It's Quinn.
A little bit of fighting
That's
going on here as
a
Quinn's actually in
little.
trouble. It might just be a first blood. Kiritich is going to be able to get that. The worst hero in the game to get first blood on, because now you have +1 permanent agility. How do you play into this, Tico? I just don't know. Lane's over. He's got 1 agi.
When you said it like that, I really don't know how to respond to you.
It's just too much to deal with.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Middle lane. Time to watch Quinn get cooked now.
Oh, yeah, because of the Huskar matchup. I kind of forgot Huskar was there. I was like, bro, you're unhinged. Oh, copy. Be careful.
Not going too far for him. You don't have a point in Berserker's Blood as of yet.
I mean, this is a true test of the mid lane, right? Again, like, Huskar is the shut you out mid lane. Quinn was able to do it. It really is going to... All eyes are on copy.
There you go. Inner fire gained, and now Quinn has to not be here anymore.
What a cool hero.
Yes, super fun. Like every time in a game and someone comes up against a Huskar, I'm always just like, just don't feed. You
Yeah,
could
that
be
remnant
level
hit.
1 at 10 minutes. I don't care as long as it's just not dying.
I'm just not looking away from mid lane. I feel like at any minute there's a... Like, Quinn's about to hit level 3. If Copy's too far up, there is a world where Quinn just goes for the instant vortex, pulls him on the tower.
Vortex.
Door! He's 7 XP away. That would have been so cool, actually. If he,
Top
made the
lane,
play, but he didn't,
Infernal,
yep.
getting very low, and is going to drop. That'll be a nice kill to start the game off for Watson. Not respecting the Metamorphosis at level 2. Getting caught out. Might have not had... Yeah, didn't have the level 2, so... Just getting beaten on down. Although, well, he's going to die to Lelis here. Lelis just stacking up the impalements, and now using the whoopee cushion to get himself away.
I just need the camera to look at Quinn real quick, just for the screenshot, because Reddit might like it. It's 2 minutes in, look where Quinn is. Ah, Kiritich is butt dying, sure.
Good job, Web Pass, ignoring
Good job.
the
No,
nonsense.
he's catching. He's like, we make a request, he doesn't get missed a kill, and he gets the request. That's
Goes
why
into
he's
the queue.
best. Yeah, he's in the queue, exactly. I'm just testing him, you know, it's like potentially last game of the day, we've done 3 series, I'm, you know, keeping him on his toes. But you've lied to me though, Nomad. You said that Slark with 1 agi is, you know, game's already over, why is he dying?
Yeah, no, he messed up big time. No reason to die when you've got 1 agi. So yeah, Quinn reduced to the jungle. He Huskar'd, now he got Huskar'd. Is what it is. At the very least, Copy won't be able to put a ton of tower pressure on really, just shove the wave in a bit, farm up, and enjoy his free lane. And Quinn's kind of just like, yeah, cool, good for you, enjoy it. Fly, being bounced around a little bit by Total, mate. I do love what I've seen from Coddle so far. This recall thing is really awesome. I'm a big fan.
I just don't like the fact that Shard... I mean, I like the fact, sorry, let me rephrase that. The Shard is so good in that you have 2 heroes that you can recall, right? So it's like, you recall someone to you, recall to an ally, and now suddenly it's like, you bring 2 heroes to any hero on the map, and it's like, IO needs to have Tether and an ultimate, and Kotl can just pretty much do that with just with a Shard. It's quite insane. Maldi
Yeah,
though
there's such
stepped
a
up.
high, like, oh, Maldi is going to be falling to Infernal here, but Infernal might turn around and die as well, but no, they're probably not actually. Watson doesn't have the Metamorphosis at the moment, so the Panda's going to be okay for the time being. Lelis also threatening quite a lot with the amount of damage he can put out. Quinn back to the fountain once again to get a refill. Is he going to try and contest mid after this one?
I mean, for the sake of everyone's pubs, I'm happy that his
Nope.
jungling isn't that efficient.
Yeah.
Like, if he was like, if he was like 300 gold behind the Huskar, it's like, oh my god, is Storm jungle viable? But it's just that awkwardly
Dire's
bad.
tower is
that people shouldn't be trying it. It really is like the worst case scenario for a Storm Spirit. But like we said in the draft, it at least is an option for a Storm Spirit compared to other mid laners.
Are fortified.
God, even fortifying for that range creep,
Yeah.
that is serious levels of just get out of my lane. Just leave.
He's not even really getting any of the XP either. It's very unfortunate for him. Now, oh come on, let's leave him alone, man. He's getting Huskard. What are you?
Let's get
They
a ward
really
up
are-
there,
yeah.
see what he's up to, maybe look for a Tame the Beast.
No, he's just gonna wait for Quinn to get low from the neutral camps and maybe even look for the kill. Oh, with the bottle charge, back to full HP. How is this the most riveting part of the game? We're just watching a jungling
Just
storm.
taking his XP, is that what's going on? He's just gonna
Yeah,
follow
no, he
it
also
around.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
Infernal is just gonna leave, TP out, should be fine.
He
Oh
didn't
God, don't block his
TP to
camp.
base though, so he's blocking the camp.
Oh my God.
He could body block the other one. Go on, Lellas. Body block the other one. No. Oh,
Send in a funhouse mirror. Oh, hello, how are you?
Tower is under attack.
My illusion, which has giant hands for some reason. Oh, walks in, sees Tofu. In comes Coffee flying across onto Quinn, starting to get those burn stacks coming in. But Tofu is here to help out, and a lot of other heroes coming across here as Maldi's going to go onto Lelis with those glaives, taking him pretty damn low. A couple more clicks will be required. Lelis trying to get denied and is successful in doing so. Thank you very much, Boglets. Quinn thought he could come into middle lane for a minute and get himself a couple of creeps, but that's not going to happen. Fly moves across, sees the double damage. Huskar will most likely pick that one up, as Quinn going to have to walk back to base once again.
Dire are scared.
I think Capy Baras, they're going to be careful there, right? Like, the fact that their aggression, with completely free from Huskar, nearly led to their support dying and, Storm just being in the proximity to get a bit of XP. They're the mistakes that kind of create the comeback. Sure, it's double the net worth on the Huskar. Need to be careful. Need to be disciplined. Can't get carried away with the free lane.
Nice jump on the top lane onto Watson. Watson, he is level 6, but a nice timing on the fear from Lelis. Make sure that Thunder will not come off, and Watson will be going down. Copy now picking up the armlet of... completely
Go on.
forgot what it's called for a minute there.
No, you got it, you got it.
Yep.
Mordigan.
We just never call it the full name, do we?
Is under attack.
No. But also we say Rosh, not Roshan, right? Like, I think we're pretty, we abbreviate. I think for gaming, actually, they RNG lost their mid tower. Because if Huskar didn't have DD rune, or amp damage, my apologies, this tower would still be pretty healthy in the mid lane, and Kotl could have kept it alive a little bit longer, but
Is under
with the amp damage copy, expertly focused on the objective, and through taking top passively with Brewmaster, taking mid, they are going to have a lot of options to smoke through the enemy jungle, with both tier 1s being taken.
55 to 36 on CS, but that 36 CS does come from the jungle, so some of it not quite as valuable.
Oh yeah, we're looking at
uh,
net worth now. It's 4,000
Yeah,
to
I know, I
Huskar,
know.
2,000 to Storm.
That sums it up, really, doesn't it? Copy looking. Seeing if there's an opportunity here, but there is certainly not one in Quinn. He's like, oh, maybe,
Oh, bot
maybe I
lane,
can
Doom.
hit a few creeps. Kiritich falling. There's your first Doom of the game. It's a classic, really, isn't it? We saw this the last Doom we saw today, where you hit level
Malady,
6,
see
you
ya.
drop the Doom, you get the kill. Yeah, split comes out, Maldy goes down.
Quick, had a little look at the dead body location. I mean, to be fair, Slark is 500 gold away from the Diffusal Blade.
He's
Oh.
doing alright, as Copy jumping in deep here onto Tofu and easily takes him down, and seeing all of these big, beautiful stacks. Boys, get in here. You got some creeps to farm. Not sure he
I'm
can
not
do this
expecting
alone.
it. No, I think he has to respect the team around him. But it's a build that I see in top level pubs. It's the armlet into blink dagger. Not expecting it here because of you have to scale into the game of BKB.
Oh, Copy's coming in again. I mean, he doesn't really care about the stacks. He just wants to kill off Maldi, and that is, he absolutely will. Not denied by the creeps. Quinn just ignoring his support, desperately trying to take the rest of these creeps, but I don't think he's going to get to do so. Fly's here as well to make sure these guys go down, and between him and Copy, they're going to take them all. That is rough.
Into Roshan potentially. He was posturing it. He thought about it for a second, but no, he didn't. No, he's just going for the BKB. He's just trying to secure his game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
10 minutes in on this one. 2,000 gold advantage for the Capy Baras. This Huskar's paid off massively so far. Will it keep on doing so in this game? Gaimin, they are on the back foot for the first time this series. See if they can turn into anything more than just a one-laning phase. Can they turn that into mid-game aggression and start to set themselves up for a victory here, Capy Baras?
It's all going to be about Watson, right? Watson with the Terrorblade. His itemization naturally does play into what Huskar doesn't like. He likes to buy Skadi, he can go Butterfly, Hurricane Pike for the repositioning, even Manta for the Wave Shove. So if Watson continues to go uncontested, you could argue this lead on the Huskar doesn't really mean much if he can turn that around with one important fight.
And forward onto a Doom. Kiritic looking for a little bit of revenge for earlier. Ace trying to get himself away, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do so. A bit too much damage coming on through. Tofu even TPing himself in here. Quinn looking for the opportunity here on to Fly. Fly on the Jakiro. Pretty easy to bring down. Shouldn't be too much trouble. As Tofu recall in and make sure that Quinn's able to get the kill.
Yeah, that's pretty important to kill, right? 4,000 gold onto the Storm. He's still kind of keeping that 2,000 net worth difference from the Huskar alive, and if anything, kind of clawing back at it. With time, with XP, especially with Coddle dragging him around the map, he's just going to farm maybe at the same rate as this free lane in the Huskar. And the Brewmaster, he went straight for the Radiance. He's not even thinking of any other item, but doomed up. Copy's in the area. We'll see what can happen here. Big zip from Quinn from the right-hand side.
Ooh,
And
Copy
Copy.
damage out onto Copy, to be honest. Copy very low indeed, but Kiritic's going to jump in and then will take him down. Quinn is gone. Infernal going to live through it all. Now look for the turnaround here onto Ace. Does he have the split available? He certainly does. Use it now.
Kill
Nice
Copy.
ice path from Fly as well. Ace to full also. Tofu. He's just trying to get out here, but Watson's sort of being left behind. I mean, if your Terrorblade dies here, that's really massive, and he's going to. The Wheel of Wonder's down, and Watson is dead.
Copy's going to be pretty annoyed after that fight. He just didn't toggle one of the right clicks from the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade just got the kill. And for gaming at least,
Something.
I'm trying to work out if you're gaming, do you take that as worth? We'll see if they get any exit kills potentially. Quinn is straight back into the fight. Yeah.
Yep, that is the Tofu effect, but he might just be brought back into feed straight again. Oh my god, Tofu gets the kill as well, so it's not even like he got a kill for that. That is
You
so
said
bad.
that's the... Oh, wait, the TP? See ya!
Fight.
I like how you said that's the Tofu effect, as like in a praising way, and then it soon become the Tofu effect was, I kill my mid laner and steal the kill.
Yeah, that's Tofu effect.
That's the Tofu
It's
effect.
a blessing and a curse. This Coddle is so funny. The way he just zips around the map, drags you around the map. You don't really get to play your game anymore. Tofu just becomes a chess master. You're simply his pawn.
Yeah, gaming. They understand that this game will last a long time. Of course, Doom going for the Midas, not thinking about like drum into blink. They're just trying to sit back, farm as much as possible, and poke where necessary to ensure they don't give Capy Baras free access to every single objective.
That would make sense.
14-minute wisdom. Yeah, Kiritic. Jakiro is in position.
Ooh, very good timing there from Kiritic, and Quinn's going to go down again. Watson also not looking too pretty here, but you've got to stay away. The Sunder is available, will be used, but Fly, he's getting busy onto Watson here. Wants to stand his ground, and Kiritic's able to heal up, turn around, and kill him. Watson is dead.
Oh no, Ace is back in from Tofu.
Why?
Did he just... That's why.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine. That's
Oh,
fine.
now
Okay,
Melody's
Melody
in.
gets drawn. God. I think it's okay. I think there's just
Yeah, this
someone's
one's
going.
fine,
It's just dying. Oh my god. The Monka gameplay from Tofu. He's like, I bring you into Doomless Lark. I don't want to.
Upper management's watching the game, and Tofu's like, if I just ruin the stats
Oh,
line
God.
for my teammates.
Teleported right in front of the Huskar. He does survive this time in the fountain, just about, but.
No,
Good
I know. Tofu's
God.
screenshot on the scoreboard. Look at my team: 5 death Malady, 3 death Doom. You know, what can you do?
He's gonna buy a blink dagger, just teleport them to him, just like blink into the fountain at this rate.
Oh God. Contract
Tofu is a
renewals are next
menace.
week. On a more serious note, though, Malady is not really in sync with the initiations of his team. A couple games now with the globals. This time, the Storm jumps in. I feel like any time you jump in on Storm, that just has to be a global. I understand that you want to process the fight first, see if it's really used. You don't want to waste it, but in that moment, jumping a Slark, just global. Prevent the ultimate, prevent the Dark Pack. Even if the support's there, it doesn't matter. You're protecting your silencer. No, your Storm Spirit, sorry, but you allow for the Wheel of Wonder, you allow for the Ice Buff to come out, and then you put the global down. It was just that a little too out of sync for the quality of this game, what is required to put gaming in a winning position.
Radiant's courier.
I completely agree. I think whoever's... I mean, it doesn't even need to be communicated, you know, if your Storm's jumping like that, then Maldy needs to be pressing Global Silence, but I'm sure they've had that conversation. I'm sure Quineth would have very politely and calmly let him know.
Yep. Thank you very much, Silencer. I appreciate your efforts, but could that please be a second earlier? Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sure he talks the same way in his pubs too.
To filter Quinn's language.
No. Quinn pub and Quinn pro is very different. I'll stand. Yeah.
We've all heard that.
He's actually more unhinged in the pro team. It's crazy.
Kiritich on the hunt, using the smoke.
They do have global.
Oh, Quinn zips straight up into him and doesn't get a chance to get away. He might just be dead here. Copy comes across as well, but they've got the invis. Doesn't matter. He's dead. The silence out from Copy, and Quinn will go down again. Tofu.
Luckily doesn't have ultimate to bring in a teammate.
Yeah, fortunately for everybody else on his team.
Alright, Inferno picked up the Radiance on the Brewmaster, and Copy double bash. It's going Roshan. They did ping it on Keeper of Light. Maybe. Ooh, if this isn't quick enough, Storm TP's back in with the recoil of Coddle, zip straight in.
Yeah,
there is
got
a chance
here. It's a very short window, but they might just manage it. But no, it's not happening.
Oh, God, these bashes are tantalizingly close. And
Goodness gracious!
oh my golly gosh!
I spilled my tea. It's down in bottom lane. There's somebody else getting spilt here, and that is Lelis's blood. He will fall to Watson. Give away an Aegis. They get a kill onto Lelis. Not a good trade. It does look like Capy Baras are set up to do very well in this game too. Maybe even win it.
Whoa! Let's not get carried away here.
I'm getting carried away. It's a 4K gold launch. It's an Aegis on the Huskar. Things are going great.
Okay. It's a lane-winning team who have won lanes. I gotta see him take a big fight. I gotta see that 5-on-5 before I get invested in the Capy Baras.
I wouldn't have faith if it was just like Copy farmed on Huskar. I wouldn't care about that. But Kiritich is having a great game as well.
Okay,
He's been moving. He's been schmoving.
But there is a Doom in the game. That
Gonna
net
do one
worth
of
can
them.
go straight to 0. Sure, true. Oh, well, Copy is doomed. Funny
Yeah,
enough,
well,
we bring it up.
one of them.
He's under the tier 2.
Yeah, he is a little bit.
He took a page out of Quinn's book for the Huskar gameplay last game, it seems.
Yeah, he's like, right, I just gotta do. Someone said to him at the start of the game, just do what Quinn did, and he's like, got it, boss.
Got it, boss. Tier 2 early on, no worries. Only hold the Aegis for like 45 seconds. Okay, chief. Check.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh.
attack.
They're setting up on Tom and Pop, sorry.
Yeah, Tofu is here, looking at Lelis. Lelis should be brought down, although that damn box is very annoying. There's still a tier 1 available. Kiritich going to double jump forward onto Tofu here. Has the vision to put down to get on top of... Did he have he's just got sentries. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's trying to deward, of course. Dewarding the enemy hero. Oh, nice
Good
pounce.
Slark. Now ward ran away from him. Very weird, but does die regardless. Kiritic gets the kill.
TPing bottom, Ringmaster, Brewmaster.
The two masters.
Yes.
Rightful combination.
Of circus and alcohol.
Good combo. Doom's gonna be fine. TP's out, no interrupt for the Huskar.
What? Oh, the bold position. He's just standing on the high ground, watching the brew run at him. He left when the brew walked up. He's like, okay.
Maybe
I'm kind of expecting more though from Capy Baras. This isn't why I'm not too excited to hype up them winning the game. Is them converting the lane win and early Aegis into buildings is relatively difficult. Slark plays the map, Huskar plays the map, looking for kill. Brew, yeah, sure, with ult can hit a tower with the Earth Panda, but in the early game, mid game, you want to utilize the ultimate to progress the team fight, and that's where I'm not seeing the smoke to hunt the TB, the smoke to kill the Doom. That you're not stopping the farming on the Tricor, and Terrorblade, Doom, even the Storm to some degree, trying his best to catch up. Like they're not pulling ahead. The 4K lead has still been a 4K lead, and that's why I'm a little worried for them. I need to see more explosive kind of map plays. And it would have helped maybe if Copy retained the Aegis a little bit longer, but the kind of the solo dive on the bot tier 2 did kind of thwart that ability to go aggressive, it seems.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. At least Quinn got a kill with his.
Hey, stop comparing.
Apologies.
No worries.
Kiritic just continuing to use his advantage to farm really deep down lanes. This is usual high MMR carry stuff. Just when you're this far ahead, you know you can't die. Just farming really deep and being in places where normally you wouldn't be able to be to create more map for your team. Ooh, jump across from Tofu to get across to Quinn. Always interesting when he's caught by an Atos but still able to teleport out of there.
Yeah, one of the kind of questions we asked during the draft was, will Storm go for an Orchid based on the Brewmaster? But of how kind of poorly the games went, he's just gone for survivability, go for the Kyrie and the Sange, tank up as much as possible. If he does complete the Witchblade, additional armor, kind of additional ways to, oops, if I get caught, maybe I can survive. And, good damage through the right clicks. Capy Baras kind of sweeping the map, Slark leading the charge, the rest of the team kind of playing the middle portion. You can see on the minimap, Brewmaster kind of frantically drawing, like, please guys, we know they're there. I want to kill them. He's trying to call his team down. And, yeah. And now with the Invis rune Copy, is trying to find someone. Might run into Tofu here. But he does have a Glimmer Cape. Okay,
That's true.
Flying's in position with Dusto. And surprise!
Yep, easy goner. Nice try, Tofu. Does get brought down. Support on his warding mission. Other hero dead. Big pickup from Watson though. He's going to be able to grab his Orchid. This could be good for catching out the Brewmaster, as you mentioned. Your Storm's not getting it, so Watson will fill in the blanks.
Sure. Even into Slark, right? Like if you can combo it nicely. I've seen Terrorblades, be very active on the map. Asto getting jumped into. He does have the Congressions of the Deep plus a BKB, so it should be
Congressions
okay.
comes out, turning it around. Kiritic going for the TP out here, and will just about make it. Oh, he was caught. Could have been caught for a second there, but Quinn wasn't ready for it.
It's another thing to think about in the Doom vs Slark matchup, right? Like having the Congressions and AoE stun. Slark, sure you used to have the War Stomp from the Centaur, but it's just another way of stunning the Slark. It's gonna be pretty helpful.
Hello, Copy. Doom comes out. BKB immediately answered by the Huskar, but I'm not sure it's going to make a difference. Even with the Global Silence coming down, he's just dead. Quinn takes him out. That's a therapy kill if ever I've seen it. The Hustler trying to get himself away. The Gaimin Gladiators, they are on his back. Nice usage of the escape back, though. Is it going to make a difference? Kiritic popping the ult, just trying to escape, using the Aghanims to get himself a bit of distance here, slowing down Ace, but Quinn will not let him leave. Electric Vortex coming on down, damage coming in, and Kiritic is dead. Quinn brings him down. It's a triple kill onto the enemy team. 3 of them dead. And they don't lose anybody on Gaimin Gladiators. This game suddenly just evened out.
I mean, it's the power of the draft, right? You've got the Doom instantly onto the Husker. You get the kill. Quinn constantly getting buffed up by Tofu. Chakra after Chakra. Recall for that additional Chakra. Just ensuring that he can continue that chase. And you know, between the Doom and the Storm, they eventually do get that Slark kill. And the entire time Watson just A-clicking throughout the fight. And yeah, the value of the Orchid. He gets it on the Slark. He prevents the instant jump away with the Acronyms. And between everyone on Gaming, they perfectly get 3 very critical kills to bring that economy to their side, and they finally take a net worth lead. Watson, top net worth now, 15,500. Doom right behind him, and you know, Storm Spirit, don't forget, he was 2,000 net worth to the 4,000 of Husker. He's now only like 1k net worth away. Like, he has kept his job, focused on the farm, ensured he's ready to fight for his team, and it's only going to get harder for Capy Baras. They're smoked up. They feel the need to be aggressive. They are the ones who are meant to own this map, but they've been thwarted, only finding the Keeper Light, only finding the measly support now and again, time and time. But yeah, another smoke into nothing. It's just getting outplayed on the map.
If you want to have some fun as well,
they might find Quinn. 1 second, hold. Oh, he zips out. Sorry, back to you. What's fun?
It's fun. Just next time Tofu's ulti's up, just double click on his hero portrait and just go on a journey around the map. It's a good time.
Does it give you whiplash?
No, it's like a fun evening drive. You know, it's just warm enough to have the window down.
How about Manady in the bot lane? Is he having fun?
No, he's being hacked apart by an angry fish.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's okay.
Continuing to find opportunities.
Alright, press recall, Tofu. We're looking at you. Nomad has demanded that we watch you.
Yep, here we go.
Wow.
This time he's teleporting other people around. That's less fun. Last time he literally just like chain cast a bunch of them on himself and just went like boop, 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 and was just bouncing around all over the place. It's actually insane. This is very disappointing. I'm sorry, everybody. I've let you all down. But mostly Tofu has let us down. Scribbles join by Infernal.
Smoke up as well.
He
4
says.
heroes. Yep. Playing behind Watson.
Yeah, the smoke has been red, but how do they respond to it?
This is the fight. Whoever wins it should be able to play for Roshan soon after. Ace just jumping in straight away onto Infernal.
Yeah, they want to try and take him down before he gets off that primal split. And with the Doom coming out, they're actually struggling to chase him down. Everybody's split here, but they manage to get the jump onto Quinn. Kiritich catches him off guard, and they can take him down with the help of Capy. He will die. Infernal does eventually fall to Ace, as Ace finally concludes his fight. Watson, he's jumping in deep here. Don't look at the wheel. He looked at the wheel. Now he's taking so much damage. Tofu coming in, trying to help him out. Can he get on the Sundered? No, he cannot. Watson is gone, but Kiritich has fallen as well. Ace just seems to be the king of this fight, running at everybody. Capy cowering from the Doom. He cannot stand his ground here. At least he feels he can't. He's going to jump in and maybe just die. Nice toggles, keeping him alive a little bit longer. He's trying. He's toggling. Capy, 1v3. He does have Lilith behind him, but it's not going to be enough. Ace will die, but takes Capy down with him. Jesus, what a massacre that fight was. Ace just killing everybody.
And a fight where the Slark just didn't get his all the BKB off. Quite an uncomfortable engagement there, but you know. Both teams really focusing on the key heroes. As soon as Storm zips in and he looks vulnerable, they get on top of him. The Brewmaster, such a key target to go on. They get the Doom, but it's only like the last tick of Doom that actually got the killing blow. It was so close to Infernal getting the Brew split off, which would have fully turned that fight around. Gaming, I think they got to be a little careful. It's like in an item's time, if they execute like that, Capy Baras will be able to turn it around. Infernal, he had to really see a split in the last couple of fights. It's always been a jump him first. I think he needs to play a little bit more careful if possible. You could argue it could go either way, but still leaning on that scaling of Gaming. As they get Lelas.
Yeah,
Again in the same spot top. We've seen this death before. Oh,
hold on.
The Depth
Kiritich
Shroud.
comes in,
Okay.
saves the day. Yeah, what an ability that one is. Melody will be falling. The rest of the team goes looking in for more here, but Tofu being annoying, TPing people around to stop them from really being able to close the gap onto anybody. So, just a kill onto Malady. Gaimin Gladiators have the advantage, but that will not
also-
stop the Capy Baras from getting into the pit.
We also don't see Yashakai on Doom too often, right? But I'm guessing into Slark, the car speed bonus is probably enough to kind of make or break if you get the Doom or not. Kiritich, though, jumping onto Tofu. Has to wait for his 4-star.
Roshan as a bait, beautifully getting Tofu. That's a key pick off for Gaimin Gladiators. This is going to make their fight so much harder. Ace getting himself back. Doesn't want anything to do with this. Copy and Infernal back into the pit.
There's an art. Okay,
Oh no.
Slark's going to take it, yeah.
This is going to get awkward
Oh
really,
no!
really quickly.
No, it's gonna die, it's
Roshan,
gonna die,
He's on
it's
the
gonna
move.
die.
They're going to try and kill it.
Oh, Queen got it! Woo!
Runs through it in the river, picks up the Aegis.
And then the
on
Doom,
the
no,
moving
no!
Roshan. Are you shitting me?
Oh, we
Brings
are.
down Copy, looking for more. Kiritich is gone as well. Everybody is getting taken out. Liverquid getting low actually inside of the wheel. He's going to jump forwards. He doesn't care. He's got an Aegis. Infernal is coming out the other side. Squid actually ends up finishing off Fly, getting the credit for that one. Lela's TPing out of the trees. He's going to leave. Infernal, though, might be in some trouble. They're following that Panda to the ends of the earth. They want the Panda to come out the
5
other
more
side.
seconds.
Might not be okay here, Watson. He wants to finish the job. Orchid out, damage in. He's got the Manta and the box to hide inside as well. Maybe stacking those up wasn't the best move. And now under the tier 4s, dragging him back. Infernal trying to get himself away. The evasion. It's going to keep him alive. He might just live through this for now. Infernal does live. But, yeah, their base is also fine as well. So short 2 towers up in this top lane. But what a steal from Quinn, I mean. On the moving Roshan as well. I don't know how he pulled that one off.
You have to feel so bad for Capy Baras. Like, that's one of those moments where you watch the replay, you see like a key hero just not hitting the Roshan. Like, who didn't do the damage to allow him to leave the pit? They knew it was going to be turning daytime. They knew it was going to be moving to the bottom side of the pit. And Quinn, he was ready. He was in position. As soon as he sees it walk down the river, he's like, wait a second, guys. It's my time to shine. Zips on through, takes the Aegis. But you've got to be more, just cleaner execution. It's so easy to say, right, as a spectator, but for Capy Baras to go to the pit, to not actually kill it before it moves to the bottom, it is a blunder. Maybe they just expected more damage from the Huskar. They had 21 stats of Burning Spears. Like, you kind of think Roshan should fall, but it doesn't. And wow, Gaming kind of 3v5, clutch up the fight, and then with the power of Kotal, they bring everyone into the engagement. 8,000 gold now, and all 3 cores of Gaming have finally overtaken the Capy Baras Tricore, who were demolishing the early game.
Yeah, they really are. They really were, sorry. And now, well, it's all Gaimin Gladiators favored. 9k gold advantage. The Terrorblades are looking like a monster. Slark struggling to go up his damage in the fight. Coffee just getting doomed up in these fights.
And Ace,
really hard.
his build is kind of toxic, right? He gets the caster speed bonus to the Ashakaya. He then sees that Huskar went for a Lincoln's, so just instantly buys a Halberd. So now it's like, congrats, you invested in an item that I've already countered. Unlike, who was playing Doom earlier? Was it, I think it was Gambit Paris or Bayuk from Passion UA, who had the mana burn the entire time. Ace clearly values the Congressions of the Deep, right? That AoE stun, 1.4 seconds. So he doesn't want to lose that spell, hence why he's buying an item to break the Lincolns instead. But again, different Doom players, different perspectives on what neutral creep they like, and slightly different builds.
Yeah, specifically this game playing into the Slark, you know, it just makes sense. You want to make sure that you get that stun through the ulti and through the Depth Shroud.
Again, just to be clear, the mana burn, of course, is just a Lincoln's break against Huskar. He, doesn't have mana. Just before someone's like, well, of course he doesn't have mana. Burn. You know that one guy in chat would say it. Leave me alone.
Is there?
It's actually me. Self-flame. Oh, trying to jump on Kiritich. Double jump.
Where's the
force.
Congressions?
The
Where's
stun!
the Congressions? Oh, there they are. That's why he doesn't want to get rid of it, folks. That's why he's keeping hold of that one. Kiritich now has no choice but to just try and stand his ground inside the Depth Shroud, but when he comes out the other side, he's a dead little fishy. It's a beachside barbecue, and Slark's on the menu for Gaimin Gladiators in the top lane.
I mean, the synergy there from Gaming. They identify the fact that Slark double pounce, the support's forcing the Doom, knowing he has the AoE stun. They get him right into position, and yeah, Slark
So sick.
caught off by himself. It's often the problem of Slark. You might control the early game, but the ability to impact the game, to influence the fights, it unfortunately does fade away as time progresses.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As do all things. Quinn gonna see the double damage, grabs it up for himself. Now
Don't
team
forget, they
go
did
high
steal the
ground
gem,
here.
right? In the previous fight, right? A couple fights ago, sorry. When they killed Capy with the Doom, Quinn then killed Fly and got a free gem. So the reason why the map feels so hard to play is there's no wards available for Capy Baras.
Radiant are
Yeah, just
scanning.
taking them all. Yep, you can see here. Fly purchased a gem, Quinn steals it, and now the wards are only red. They're only gaming.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Very
Oh, they're
blind
trying to
now.
set up onto Infernal. They TP everyone in. Quinn
Yep.
clips himself.
Tofu bringing the whole gang. He will get off the split though, so gonna be a little tricky.
They're not chasing him. This is one of the most awkward kills of a brew I've seen in some time, but it is probably going to work. Watson's now coming from the south. Well, he's not dead.
Counted it early, okay. I think it was early anyway. Either way, he's dead.
That'd have been a pretty cool juke actually if he cancelled it, ran behind the tree, turned off Radiance, and just waited. Oh, Fly's
Another
gotta be
kill
careful.
Up in the
Yo,
top
oh,
lane.
Fly doesn't know! Fly doesn't know! Fly! He doesn't know that gives vision! He lacks critical information! Yo, Weapons, can you... Oh wait, I can draw.
Quinn just pinged
This
it
is,
as well.
this is dire vision, guys.
Yeah.
Always know that. This is dire vision. Very scary. Never go here. Same thing for Radiant. You can actually see it better on Radiant due to the nighttime, but there's the Radiant vision. Never stand here.
The funny thing is, Fly actually pinged it after he died as well. He was like, "Oh, guys, that gives vision."
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
in case you didn't know.
No, he probably does know, but in the moment when you're talking to your team, you're clicking around, you know, you just click a little bit too far. I'm pretty sure he knows, but for the sake of the cast, he doesn't know! There you go. Sounds a lot better.
We're going into Ace here, trying to bring him down before he can get off an ulti, but that's not really going to work. Magpie just not really doing that much damage this late into the game. Another global side's coming down. Capy's getting low here. He's trying to run out, but he's going to get doomed up to seal his fate. That is a dead Huskar. Dead Kiritich as well in the backlines as Watson finds him. Looking like the beginning of the end here for the Capy Baras. There is no buyback on the Slark, and Infernal caught out of the backlines as well. Of course, still doesn't have the split because he died earlier on with it. Buyback's available on the Huskar and on the Panda. Immediately coming out for Brewmaster. People are going to get back into the fight here, but they are not leaving on Gaimin Gladiators. They're just going to keep the pressure coming in. Jump in, Quinn somehow getting caught inside that ice bar. So they'll move over to the Brewmaster once again. Brew, this time, as I mentioned, does have the split. That should be enough to force back Gaimin for now. You don't want to give them any opportunity to turn this one around. I'm enjoying the Tofu show again. It's just for me. It's just for me.
Yeah, sorry, you okay?
He only does it for me. Just flying around the place so quickly. Just into all his teammates. It's crazy. 25k gold advantage now for Gaimin Gladiators. All of their cores successfully above all of the cores on the side of Capy Baras. Watson, he's got himself the Bloodthorn, the Hurricane Pike, the Mantis Style, and the Butterfly, and BKB to go along with it. Ace sitting pretty with the Blink, with the Octarine, Yasha, Kaya. Kiritich trying to find an opportunity onto Watson here. Watson, just GPB TP out of it. See you later, buddy. Asher was available, but I don't think Slark had the sight there.
You know a hero is conceptually broken when you can just drag 25,000 net worth heroes to the corners of the map to keep hunting for that 15k net worth heroes like desperately trying to farm. At any minute he can bring 55,000 gold into a fight. I think when you word it like that,
way.
you really think Corner's broken.
suddenly get the idea that they might be doing Roche here, so Quinn keeps on jumping forwards, trying to find more. Jakira's going to be that more. And there's the heals coming out, the mana chakras for Tofu, just to make sure that Quinn can finish the job. Has enough gas in the tank to do so. I'll kill off Fly. And into the pit we shall go for Gaimin Gladiators.
Oh,
They may try and fight this.
They might. I mean, they're posturing. They're looking. Using that time vision from Slark. There is a Doom available and a global. You are missing a Jakiro. It would be an optimistic fight into 28,000 gold deficit. Yep.
Yeah.
So wait, whilst they do Roshan, do you think Aui's going to give Quinn that North American treatment? Just first picking Storm Spirit every game at ESL Raleigh because he's standing in for Falcons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's even though he had a bad lane, he's still playing really well. I could see a world where he gets Bulbard at Raleigh.
They could hold him. They need to make it to the grand finals for that to happen though. Slark getting jumped down to the bottom side and he is just gone, and that should be it. 80 seconds, no Slark. Gaimin are not going to let them get away with this one. They Huskar them, then they get Huskar'd, but they come out the other side. And now they're looking to secure game number 2 and their ticket to DreamLeague Season 26. One last hurrah may be possible from Capy Baras here. They do have this double fortify to try and buy time for their Slark to come back. But Gaimin, ever the clinical team, going to go for the middle barracks before going for the end.
Quite hypnotic, making all these
Will be
illusions.
gained.
Yeah.
And
And
there you
GG.
go. GG comes out. They're done. Well, not the kind of big finale we were hoping for this game, and maybe not the big NC's qualifiers that the Gaimin fans were hoping for, but nevertheless, 2-2-0s is definitely what the Gaimin fans will be wanting to see, and they will secure their spot at DreamLeague Season 26 without too much difficulty here.
Yeah, I think for gaming at least, you're seeing a improvement